always said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 8th-ranked team of the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Seminoles will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Tennessee's offense is on the field for the first time today. This is a matchup that we've been talking about coming into this. High-powered offense squaring off against a defense that is more than capable of shutting them down. This one's going to be fun, David.
And this defense has been able to do that. Like every offense they face, they play great. They take away what you do best. Obviously, Palmer, on that other side, this is a high-powered offense. They're really, really good. How does this matchup unfold?
You're right, David. And I think as the season's gone on, this is a matchup that we've circled on our calendar, knowing that these two teams are going to square off and face each other. So many guys on the field today are going to play in the National Football League. There's a lot of experience on both sides of the ball. This one's going to be fun to watch.
Snagged in the middle, it's Matthews. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing a noise on 3rd down at the Doak. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Brown. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around.
Turning it on. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They've been running it, but now the pass. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Takes it the other way. They finally make the stop, and not only... Huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
More statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Catch in the middle. It's Hooks. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Looking for the score. Touchdown, no! Quick strike through the air for the score. They get set for the point after as we have the 1st score of the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Vols, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage in predictable situations.
With the catch, it's Brown. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Pulls it in, it's Brown. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. The quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throws to the back. It's complete to the left. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
The Volunteers trying to cash it in on first and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
And here's the return. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wide receiver going in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
And the Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Oh, he got loose. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period, first down here. They'll run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On third down, he drops the throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Pulls it in down the sideline. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles! The offense cashing him in on that drive. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And the Volunteers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. Nice pick up there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown ball! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Applewhite. Makes the catch. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Noles will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. There he goes. Open it up. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness. It took a little momentum with him out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll go to the ground. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he's going to try to return this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds his tight end. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is on its way. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Might be changing the route. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. There's the pressure. Grabbed in the middle. It's Matthews. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to come into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. He'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Hooks. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hooks. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Shakes off the defender. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. The Noles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Trying to set up the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Matthews. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Vols will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brooks. And the returner is stopped. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and to get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Fires to the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown ball.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have this. You've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Got it in the middle. It's Gibson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Surging forward on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. They punted away on fourth down. Touchdown, Tennessee! Stealing a score on special teams. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas A&M is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice this week. They're up by 16 over UMass. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. The run from the shotgun. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to...
Ball is loose. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To throw, it's Applewhite. Caught over the middle, it's Moulton.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now, this guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Throws to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Squirrels. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. The Seminoles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw it. Trying to barrel in. Big guy tries to barrel in. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Dead center perfect. Are forced to settle for the field goal. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Brown. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Back to pass. Fires to the right. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
Well, the ball's barely touched the ground every time this guy's been dropping back so far in this game. That's one of the rare misses we've seen from him so far.
And the balls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. He's loose. Touchdown Volunteers. And the pummeling has started. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Thrust that arm out. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Seminoles come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, cause direct. That had to be a blown assignment. Back to throw. It's Applewhite. They're setting up the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. they're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. Fires to the middle. Got a man. It's Hayes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Hayes. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Dropping back, it's Applewhite. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Noles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Gibson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Set, ready.
Looking to fire. For 6. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Staley. Still on his feet at the 45. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here in the game.
Second down, they'll go to the air, using his legs to buy some time. Got room to work. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. And the Volunteers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Brown. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. They weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to pass. It's Applewhite. Fires to the big fella. Drills him with the stiff arm. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Now on first down from the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hooks. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.